In this video, I will show you how to use some attribute expressions in QGIS. Load the exercise data onto the map canvas, and you can see that a roads layer has generated. Open the attribute table for the roads layer by right-clicking and saying Open Attribute Table, and you can see that these are roads in the USA. Turn on the toggle editing and open the field calculator. We'd like to create a new field called road length. I'm going to keep it as a whole number or integer, and I'm going to use an expression to fill the field, and I would like to calculate the length of the road, so I'm going to input $length and press OK. You can see that the length for the roads has been generated, and we'd like to compare that to the length kilometers row. You can see that the length is in a different unit. So if I minimize my attribute table and I click on the project and go to properties, and under the General tab, you can see that the units for distance measurements is currently in meters. So let's change that to kilometers and say OK. Now reopen your attribute table by clicking on the attribute table button. Use the Open Field Calculator to update the existing field. And we're going to choose road length, and we're going to do the same expression and press OK. And you will see that the length of the roads is now in kilometers. You can see that there are some differences here between the length in kilometers, well, the length km, and our road length. You will see if you scroll up and down the attribute table, or even just here in the third row, that in the road length that we created, there is a 1, and in the length kilometers of the attribute data, there is a 0. So there are differences between the two. This could be because of a rounding error. It seems that the length kilometers in the attributes is rounded up or down strangely. But it could also mean that the data which came from natural Earth used a different method by which to measure the road length that we don't know about. This is why metadata is so important, because if the natural Earth data came with complete metadata, we would be able to see what method they used to calculate the length kilometers, and this would eliminate any discrepancies in the data. So with that in mind, and expecting those differences in the data, we are now going to continue to working out the road length in miles. So let me minimize the attribute table, change the units to miles in properties, change the distance measurement to miles, and press OK. Go back to the attribute table, open the field calculator, choose to update an existing field, the road length, and once again use the same expression. And press OK. You can see that the road length in mile and length kilometer is similar in the kilometers to the attribute kilometers measurement. But if you do scroll, there are still differences between the two. But that is how you work out or measure lengths using the field calculator and attributes. Save the table edits Switch off toggle editing mode. Close the attribute table